Still in the preparation stage with the contractor which was identified, that is Suma Construction Company. It's a Turkish firm which we all know has done quite many projects in Africa to build a stadium in Senegal. It is also built another indoor arena even in Senegal, Kigali. It's renovating a Mahoro Stadium, but also it has undertaken more works both in Turkey, Middle East, and even the rest of the continent. So that's a company which we have contracted to do the work.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
In terms of when it will start, we are in the final stages of when the contract will be signed. Once the contract is signed, then they will begin with the works.
Now, as far as the different sports associations or federations are concerned, they are not so much aware about the program, so they don't know when to shift from there. They don't know when to come back if they shift. What's the program? Because they're not yet informed about anything.
At the moment, we're in the negotiations with other government institutions. For instance, some primary schools, maybe for tennis, university, that's Lugogo for cricket. Then the other indoor games were already assured that Makerere University, the indoor arena is going to be complete. So most of those indoor games will be able to be taken to Makerere University. So as a government, we are on top of events.
These federations are not aware. We haven't written to them formally, notifying them.
We will communicate to them once we sign a contract with the contractor. Yeah.
But they don't know what to do as at the moment. They
should appreciate finally that it is them who have been demanding and wanting that we needed to have a state-of-the-art in the arena. As a country, you know there are many privileges which come with that in the arena. So I want to encourage and ask them, and they should actually appreciate that some of those indoor games will be moved to Nambole after the renovation, because we're also working with Nambole to ensure that we work on some of the indoor facilities within Nambole, because if you remember, there used to be some of the indoor games in Nambole, volleyball, netball, basketball. So what we are discussing with the UPDF Engineering Brigade is how we can be able to also, after the main project, how we can work on that other part of the project so that we move forward as required.
What's it?
15,000 seater in Lugogo. Then we will have another 3,000 besides the 15,000. Because the 15,000 is main, 3,000 will be able to help us deal with these small games which will be happening within the country for most of the clubs and also maybe universities, secondary competition. But international games will be in the arena.
Maybe you could also take us through the acoustic plan.
The what?
Acoustic plan. How would it be?
That is what is being worked on now with the contractor. The artistic plan, the entire architectural plan is now what is being worked on now. Yeah.
Now, moving away from the Lugogo sports facility, I wanted to talk also about Pamoja bid, which we successfully won. When do you think the construction of this stadium is going to start? Because as of now, we can maybe talk of Nambole, which is under renovation, but you don't have another answer.
Yes, I want to confirm that as government, we are beginning to plan for the construction of other additional infrastructure for purposes of fulfilling our obligation as per the hosting rights of the African Cup of Nations 2027. When it will start, I want to remind all viewers that we're talking about 36 months from now, and that is in 2027. So as of now, I want to say we are on the preparation stages to ensure that what is required is put in place. The first one is, number one, is to be able for government to fulfill the obligation of paying $30 million, which is a commitment fee for all the three partner states. 30, that's 90 million. That money will be used within the country. It will be deposited in an escrow account where we will have both federation, CAF, and government as signatories for it to be expended within the country. If there is any balance which remains, that money reverts back to the consolidated fund for use for government. So I want to confirm to the country that was requirement number one. We have already made a commitment and written to Minister of Finance to adjust our MTF to allow that money to be put within our budget as the National Council of Sports. I thank you.